published 11:53 est, 1 January 2018, updated 12:07 est, 1 January 2018. Leicester City's first victory in 6 matches was made in Algeria with Riyad Mahrez and record signing Islam Slimani on target to break down stubborn resistance from Huddersfield. In the absence of his injured sidekick Jamie Vardy, Mahrez took responsibility for his team by brilliantly volleying the Foxes ahead after 53 minutes and then setting up his compatriot Slimani 6 minutes later for the striker's first Premier League goal since April. Marc albrighton capped an outstanding individual performance by adding a third goal, and there was more good news for manager Claude Puel, with £22 million summer signing Adrien Silva making a belated Foxes debut 5 minutes from time. Silva had been signed in the summer transfer window, but the paperwork had been filed too late by 14 seconds for him to play until now. Riyad Mahrez, Marc albrighton and Islam Slimani were all on target to ease Leicester to a 30 victory over Huddersfield. Mahrez opened the scoring after 53 minutes when he latched onto Marc albrighton's ball in with a side-footed volley. Huddersfield stopper Jonas lossl was powerless as the ball was guided superbly into the far corner by the Algerian. Slimani then doubled the lead for the Foxes just 6 minutes later when he expertly chipped the Tykes goalkeeper Slimani, who was found by fellow goalscorer Mahrez. Watches as the ball flies over lossl and towards the Huddersfield goal. It was a perfect afternoon for the Foxes, who were finally able to hand £22 million signing Adrien Silva his Premier League debut. Albrighton then made certain when he calmly slotted home to make it 3 goals and 3 points for the Foxes. For Huddersfield, a first defeat in 5 matches will concentrate the mind of their manager David Wagner. Despite collecting a creditable 24 points so far, they badly lacked a cutting edge up front and won't be assured of Premier League survival if they place like this too often. A dreadful first half wasn't much of an advert for having a crowded fixture list over Christmas and New Year. The only shot on target before the interval came in the opening minute from Huddersfield's Chris Lowe. Meanwhile, there were 2 fanciful claims for a penalty, first when Huddersfield's Danny Williams dived into the box springboard style as Harry Maguire challenged. And then Maguire himself went over easily when Leicester had a corner despite initiating the grappling. Foxes skipper Wes Morgan limped off after injuring his knee in a tackle on Steve Moani that also earned him a yellow card. In the corporate boxes, Vardy, out with a groin strain, was left holding the baby, literally, as his son cried in protest at the poor entertainment in front of him. Fox's new boy Silva warms up in preparation for his Premier League debut following a frustrating 4 months in limbo. Wilfred Ndidi fends off a challenge from Huddersfield flyer Tom Ince during the opening exchanges. Visiting goalkeeper Jonas lossl makes a brilliant save to keep Huddersfield on terms early on in the piece. Fox's magician Riyad Mahrez skips over a challenge from Christopher Schindler as he looks to mount an attack. A pensive Claude Puel, the Leicester boss, watches on from the sideline as his team look to break the deadlock. Referee Graham Scott waves away penalty claims from Huddersfield's Danny Williams after a challenge from Harry Maguire. Leicester captain Wes Morgan winces after twisting his knee in a challenge on Steve Mounier on the halfway line. Morgan, who received a yellow card for the challenge on Mounier, is forced off after just 28 minutes had been played. The Mate places the captain's armband on Kasper Schmeichel following Morgan's early departure from the TF. Thankfully, Mahrez has the quality to lift any match, and his goal was out of keeping with what had gone on before. Huddersfield had done a decent job of clearing a long throw by Christian Fuchs, but when Marc albrighton's hook back into the area fell to Mahrez, the Algerian wrapped his left foot around the ball to steer his finish past lossl. It was technically brilliant, and out of keeping with the rest of the afternoon. Mahrez has now scored 8 times this season, and significantly 6 of them have arrived since Puel was appointed at the end of October. Mahrez then helped his countryman Slimani get in on the act 6 minutes later. His slide rule pass allowed the forward to accelerate clear, and his dinked finish over lossl was perfect. It was important the £29 million man showed what he could do in Vardy's absence, and he was engulfed by happy teammates even though he barely raised a smile himself. Lossl towers above Leicester players in the box to punch away a ball which had been knocked into a dangerous area. Huddersfield boss David Wagner gestures to his players as the hosts begin to turn up the heat in the second half. The second half pressure finally told, and Mahrez was the beneficiary, curling his effort into the corner to put his side 10 up. Mahrez sprints to the crowd to celebrate starting the new year with the bang by scoring on his first outing in 2018. Stand-in skipper Schmeichel clenches his fists and yells with delight after his side opened the scoring at the King Power. Slimani then heaped more misery on Wagner's men when he cutely dinked it over lossl in the Huddersfield goal to make it 20. Slimani points to the Sky's fellow goalscorer Mahrez, who assisted the strike, runs in to congratulate the forward. Teammates rush in to celebrate Slimani's goal as a dejected lossl appears shell-shocked following the quick doubler. Mahrez was given a standing ovation when he departed after 76 minutes for Demarai Gray, and deservedly so. Okazaki should have added a third, but hesitated in front of goal and was dispossessed by Chris Schindler. Wilfred Ndidi then headed against the crossbar following an outswinging corner by Gray. Silva was given a rapturous reception when he replaced James towards the end. And Leicester's great day was completed in injury time when Gray's cross deflected off Scott Malone into Albrighton's path, the winger tapping in the goal his performance fully deserved. Leicester are now only 4 points behind Burnley and must fancy their chances of being best of the rest this season behind the Big Six. Silva warms up on the sideline in hope he will get a run out as the game draws nearer to a close at the King Power Stadium. Shinji Okazaki looks to pull the trigger, but Schindler is on hand to slide in and dispossess the forward at a crucial time. Zanka comforts the Japanese forward after he feels the pain from that crunching Schindler challenge moments earlier. Silva then finally got his chance when he replaced James with just 4 minutes left of normal time. On Monday afternoon, Albrighton took his chance well at the death when he side-footed home after Demarai Gray's cross deflected into his path. Silva consoles Aaron Moy at the end of the game as the Portuguese is victorious in his first game in the blue shirt. The £22 million midfielder shows his appreciation to the King Power faithful, after a glorious day for Puel's side.